we're off with episode number 1 of Random Real Estate Thoughts while I'm driving around town. I drive a lot, I think about real estate a lot, and I figure why not combine the two and use my time as wisely as I can. Except right now I'm actually not driving through Las Vegas, which is where I live and work. I'm driving through Cedar Breaks up in Utah, coming home from my cabin for a long weekend. But anyway, I'm driving down this beautiful road and I'm thinking to myself about this crazy thing happening in the industry right now. We are actually very fortunate to be helping a lot of tenants lease space that normally wouldn't have been in the market to lease space. And what I'm talking about is e-commerce companies. I'm talking about people who throughout the past 5 or 10 years have started businesses online, whether they're an Etsy seller, whether they're an Amazon seller, whether they're YouTube creators. What they've done is they've created these online businesses and they've grown so big and they're so successful that now they are actually looking at consuming brick and mortar. I know, mind-blowing, right? Like, it defeats the purpose. The purpose of being e-commerce is you could probably work from home. You're agile, it's easy, and they've just grown so exponentially that now they need, or it makes financial sense to actually lease space. So the obstacle right now is bridging the gap between this new type of tenant and the landlord. Think of it from a landlord's perspective. If I own a retail center, what I'm looking for is a tenant that's going to bring a lot of foot traffic. Well, online traffic is very different than foot traffic. So has the e-commerce company actually done their homework and done a business plan? Have they thought about the difference between like a click online and how that equates to a ring at the register? We're really, really good at supporting people through understanding the mechanics of going brick and mortar, what that means and what that looks like. You know, the retail center wants a business in there that's going to bring a lot of foot traffic, that's going to be a complement to the other existing businesses in the center so that they can play off of each other very well. They want somebody that's going to grow overall the enhancement of the center and just make it better. And e-commerce companies don't necessarily understand the mindset of a landlord, and it's hard for them to package themselves up in a way that a landlord can understand and consume it and be willing to take a 2, 3, 5, 10-year risk on this company. Listen, you guys are getting into financial bed with one another. So you both want to make sure you have a good partner in doing so. And we love helping businesses in this situation. We're actually very successful at it. And we've created systems and practices to help e-commerce companies package themselves up in a way they understand what they're getting into, and so does the landlord. And we can always find them a great space. So if that happens to be you, give us a shout out if you haven't had any success or if you're just starting your search. We would love to help you. The Junkie Group.